Hey everybody, this is your girl TattooRika right here. So right now I'm about to do a reaction that was requested by my girl Michaela. Shouts out to you. So this is Lord. Okay, so this is I'm going to wait because I'm gonna read it because I got it right here. So this is Dark Ace Animations, 3 base animations. So this is true story horror events based off of true stories, pretty much what it is. 3 base of true events horror animated story, whatever. Okay, you see what it is, y'all. Look, they done had the craziest fucking storm. We done had tornadoes. That people done lost their lives in the storm. A woman and her 8-year-old unfortunately got passed away. Unfortunately died because of a tornado. So it's been a lot going on today. It's been hell, and yeah, it's just a lot. So, but anyway, I'm about to get into this. So again, shouts out to Michaela. I hope you guys like this video. You like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that way you know when I upload a video. And also, I need you guys to leave me any requests that you think that you want to see me react to. Y'all know I love action. I know y'all love to watch me. Love to watch for me to watch horror. Yeah, stuff like that, action shit, fight scenes. I love wrestling, but again, I can't even much do the wrestling ones right now. I ain't famous yet. I ain't to that level to where I can react to something and not get blocked. But anyway, let's get into this. This is 20 minutes. But anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to call it a night. And let's go. I want to say hi to Miss Michaela.
My name is Daniel Roberts.
The voice is creepy as shit. Okay, hold on.
A 20-year-old man, and I live in a small town in Arizona with my single mother. This story happened a year ago. I worked at a post office, and it was lousy pay. But it was the only job I was able to get at the time. So one night, I was on my way home from work when I realized...
Wait, time out. Is that true in Arizona? Y'all work at the post office at night? Like, I know, like, y'all be sorting out boxes and stuff like that, but I'm not about to... for you to go ahead and check your mail. You got the damn key. Just walk up to the thing and do it yourself. He look high. I'm just saying.
I realized my gas was running low. So I drove to the nearest gas station and parked my car at the pump. And as soon as I went inside the store to pay for my gas, this woman walked up to me. She looked very young, about 18 years old. By the way she dressed, I could tell she was a goth. Her face is covered in black makeup and had long curly hair. She had on a long gothic coat, skinny jeans, and long black boots. Anyway, she was very nice at first by asking me about myself, like, what's your name? Where are you from? Where do you work at? You know, normal questions. After I answered all her questions, I said, it was very nice to meet you. You have a good night. And I thought that was it, so I paid for my gas and walked outside towards my car. Then the woman began following me to my car, and I turned around and said, do you need anything? And she said no, and came to tell me that I had a nice car. And I said thanks. I tried to be calm, even though at this point, I am freaked out.
You should be.
She walked back inside the store, so I finished pumping my gas into my car and got inside. I was about to drive off, but then I felt a little hungry and decided to grab a snack.
See what I'm talking about? Shit like that. Goth vampire looking bitch done decided to go ahead and she asked you all these questions. I would have been like, where you live? Around? What's your name? What they call what they call me? I would have bust up my name. My nickname is Dede. That's why I would have bust up. Bitch, I'm not giving you my info. Like, get the fuck out of here. Then you following me. I'm not gonna say, okay, and then I would have turned around. You gonna talk about, do you need something? No. I would have bust up. Okay, see, now you doing too much. I was nice to you in the store, but now you following me. This harassment. Like, what you want? I got a nice car. It's not nice. Okay? That's would have been it. And then, I done pump my gas. After that, just drive the fuck off. You eat when you get home. You know what I'm saying? Again, he probably need to get him a big girl, because a big girl would have his shit stacked with snacks. I'm just saying.
Since I thought I was going to be quick, I left my car running with the doors unlocked. I walked inside the store, and while I was looking for a snack, I noticed a woman walked out of the store, and she was walking towards my car. And as soon as she saw me walk outside with her, she ran to my car and got into the front passenger seat of my car and locked the doors. I yelled at her to get the hell out of my car, but she didn't say anything and gave me an evil smile that creeped me out. Then she scooted over to the driver's seat and drove off. I immediately called 911 to report to them that my car was stolen. I told the police that my car has a GPS tracker and I can track down my car. So the police took me to where my car GPS was. We found my car. It was abandoned on the side of the road. It was vandalized and had writings on the seat saying, "I will see you again, and I will kill you." Still to this day, they never found her, and I will always be traumatized for the rest of my life.
This disturbing.
What? So basically, you know after I done seen that. So yeah, she just a goth vampire bitch who crazy, or for all he knew, that was some chick that he done smashed at the party and he didn't call her back. That's what it was. So I don't know, because I mean, I'll say us girls, we're very emotional. I'm gonna say some of us, because I ain't much gonna lie. Some of y'all girls be doing too much. I'm not even much gonna lie. Got fucking beetles and shit. Now all the bugs won't come out here, so anyway. But yeah, no, we're not doing all that. Just smash and just go on to the next one. But that's what it was. I think that's what that was. I'll see you again and I'll kill you. That basically means that you smashed her at somebody's party and you were supposed to call her back. Like, you took her number, but then you just didn't call her back. That's what that was. That's what I'm saying.
Story happened during the year of 2019.
Nice house.
However, if you would like to animate it, you shall. It took place in the time of quarantine, when almost everything was shut down. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio, but moved to Virginia because the countryside is more peaceful and doesn't have as many thugs. I worked as a night auditor in a hotel. I won't say the name due to safety reasons. My shifts were usually from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. One night after my shift, I went outside while it was still slightly dark when a tall, stocky man started walking towards me, cradling something in a blanket.
It was a hammer.
I'd been trying to avoid as much human interaction as possible on account of the pandemic, and I am a single mother to 4 very young boys, my youngest being only 6 months old. I was already having a suspension of the man anyway, because who would randomly be standing outside of a hotel with a baby at 6 o'clock in the morning?
He on acid or something, or PCP. I know it's an animation, but I'm just saying, I done seen like crackheads and stuff like that, and their eyes be just like that. You're all meth, like you own that shit and you own it hard.
The morning. I tried to hurry to my car before he could get to me, but he said, "Excuse me, ma'am, I need to go to your house to change my baby's diaper. He hasn't been changed since yesterday." Call me mean if you want to, but there was no way I was going to take him to my house. I had
That's not
sympathy.
mean. That's smart. They said, bro, they got the bathroom up in there. They just asked them. I was like, I said, this is why I was like, just tell them that I told you to go up into the bathroom so you can change your baby. They got Pampers and they'll give you some. That's what I would say. I would have power walked that shit. You got me fucked up, and I am not keeping my eyes off you, son.
For the baby, but I had my own children's safety to worry about. I said, sir, I will unlock the hotel's public bathroom so you can use the diaper changing station in there. No, he yelled. I then started sprinting to my car. Of course, he chased me. I locked the doors as soon as I got in, but when I started driving, the man jumped out in front of me. He moved once he realized that either he was going to get out of my way or get run over. The next night when I clocked in, I noticed a letter in my cubbyhole that read, "You little bitch, you're lucky that we were outside a building full of people. Just remember that next time, your luck might not be as fortunate." Under my desk was a fake baby doll, wrapped in some color blanket that the man was cradling the night before. The realization showered me in fear. I showed my boss and told him that I didn't want to work a night job anymore, thinking that the man might be stalking me during the nights. A few days later, I found out how wrong I was. I was at home enjoying a peaceful day with my children when I got a creepy letter with no return address that read, "You think you got away? I followed you home from work. I know where you live. I know what you drive. I see you outside as you watch over your little blood bags while they're playing in the yard every evening. I know their names. I know what they look like. I know everywhere they go. Remember, I'm always watching." I kept receiving those sickening, disturbing letters for a long time. The police said that the man left no fingerprints on the letters, so there was nothing much they could do. I didn't let my children go outside much anymore. One morning, it was past midnight when I heard knocking on the door. I looked out the peephole to see the same man from the night at the hotel. I remained silent, thinking maybe he will think I'm not home until he said, "I've been here a lot longer than you think. I know you're right there, and all 4 of your blood bags are in there somewhere. Just wait until I get in there and put my hands on them." I ran upstairs, gathered my children, and locked them in a room with me. I called the police, and that's when I heard glass shattering from downstairs. The man was in the house now. He searched downstairs for what seemed like 20 minutes, then came upstairs, kicking every door and shouting. The shouting grew louder. He was right outside the room we were in. The commotion startled my 6-month-old, so he started whining and moaning. I brought him to my chest, trying to calm him. He was starting to quiet down until the man threw a heavy object at the door and shouted louder. My baby then threw his head back and let out a long and loud cry. The man started kicking the door until I finally heard police sirens pulling in my driveway. The kicking stopped, and I heard footsteps running down the stairway. The police caught him as soon as he tried to call out the back window. They told me that he had been wanted for assault, harassment, and child abduction. That happened 2 years ago, and my oldest son, who is now 8 years old, has not been the same since. He acts scared to go outside. My other 3 sons are now 6, 4, and 2. However, they do not understand the situation like my oldest does, and I dread having to tell them, due to the trauma that it could bring them.
Bitch, I'm gonna be pissed. It's not even the fact. Not only did you follow me you done came to my house multiple times, but now you also done threaten me. You done threaten my kids. Off rip, you getting fuck calling the police. You bring your ass up in here if you want to. I'm waiting for you to bust through this fucking door. I guarantee you're gonna be so shocked. Cause Smith and Wesson is gonna be down your throat, and I'm pulling that. Yeah. You fuck with mines if you want to. See what you gonna see how much work you about to get around here for real. And I mean that. I can't say what I want to say, but you would have got your ass. You would have got your ass handed to you for real, son.
I love the drive. Like hours long.
And you done kicked me, broke my damn glass. You know how much I gotta pay to get that glass replaced? Fuck wrong with you?
Long drives to nowhere with no destination in mind. Just me, my music, and the road ahead of me.
Is that rain or snow?
Living in Nebraska, I'd often take back roads or lonely highways cutting through the countryside to small towns and eventually cities.
You sound like Johnny
And
Depp.
I'd usually take these drives at night since they were less traffic to worry about. I've done it since I've had my license 4 or 5 years ago. And I've never...
I promise you, I wish it would snow down here because for sure, I already know off rip. They shutting the whole city down.
once had any sort of issue, nor have I ever run into any trouble. That was until a few nights ago. For reference, I'm a relatively small 22-year-old female, and as I stated before, I often take these drives completely and utterly alone. They're a good way to clear my head when I'm stressed, upset, or overwhelmed, or for me to get a plan together to sort personal issues out. I've also done these long and lonely drives to get away from the toxicity of my household when I used to live with my parents as a means of coping with their alcoholism. Though now that I've moved out and am in a much better place mentally, I don't really have the urge to get in my car and just drive anymore. However, on the night that this event took place, I was feeling pretty overwhelmed, stressed, and anxious with a ton of personal issues I'd rather not get into.
Get your PS4.
I felt restless and irritable around my boyfriend, couldn't focus on anything else, and decided I could take a drive to clear my head. My boyfriend was understanding and told me to be careful and to not be gone for too terribly long since it was getting pretty late. I agreed, gave him a kiss goodbye, and left. I drove around our city for...
He let you go because while he knows you take long drives, he got his other bitch coming to the house. I'm just being realistic right now. Hey, don't do you do they about to let you. You better sit your ass down. You better write in this damn notebook. Oh, better yet, just to clear your mind. I'm telling you, get your PS4, a PS5, play you some GTA. Girl, your mind will be so clear. Ain't nothing better than riding in your tank and letting off fireworks on a building. I'm just saying.
For about 30 minutes, but I was still feeling on edge about everything transpiring in my personal life, so I decided to drive further north down those familiar, dark, winding one-lane highways. I kept the car at a steady 65 miles per hour, taking the turns at a slower pace in case a deer jumped out around the bend, and was just admiring the vast, empty darkness of the snow-capped fields and barren trees.
So do y'all
It
batteries
was
die
honestly a
in
bit
there?
creepy being all alone with no cars in sight, in seemingly the middle of nowhere. The few houses miles back from the road, lightless, and the dead cornfields withered away and covered in snow. It was like something out of a horror movie, and I half expected to see a ghost pop up in my rearview mirror or see someone clamber out from the patches of trees dotting the horizon.
That's what you want.
The only light came from the headlights, and even then I still strained to see through the inky darkness of the night. By now it was just after 11, and I told myself that once I made the familiar roundabout that would either take you to a small town or back up towards the city, I would head back to the city and home. That roundabout was still maybe 15 to 25 minutes away, but other than my imagination picturing the worst, I wasn't really all that concerned. I mean, I was by myself. I didn't have any other motorists to worry about, right? As I'm rounding around another bend, I notice a vehicle with its hazard lights maybe a quarter of a mile or something away from me.
Don't you stop.
It was some sort of sedan, dark colored, and was angled to where only part of it was on the shoulder while the rest was jutted out into the road. Like they had pulled over in a hurry but didn't quite manage to do that. The driver's side door was flung wide open, and as I slowed my vehicle down and angled it towards the opposite side of the road to pass, I could make out what looked like maybe blood on the open door. I didn't see anyone on the road or in the car, and I was the only motorist in sight. Cell phone reception is spotty at best in this part of the country, but more often than not, you couldn't get reception no matter how hard you prayed.
which was definitely the case when I took a glance at my phone to see I hadn't had any service. So, a lone female on the road at night, pulling up near a vacant vehicle that looks like someone had been attacked on the inside, with no cell service. No, I'm no dummy. I've watched countless episodes of Investigation Discovery and Criminal Minds, and read far too many true crime books to know that this had bad and danger written all over it.
Yeah.
But there was still a small part of me that worried something terrible would happen to whoever was in that vehicle.
Fuck that small part. Who cares? Okay? When I get to town, I'm going to tell somebody. All right? Other than that, absolutely fucking not. And if you get out, and then your ass going to get what you're supposed to.
I thought I needed help. These roads don't get a lot of traffic late at night, and temperatures were well below freezing.
So?
If someone were hurt or in trouble, there was no one and nothing else to help them but me.
No, it was not. Yes,
Still, I
Jesus.
erred on the side of caution. I was still driving my car, though a bit more slowly, and as I approached the vehicle, I rolled down my window a bit, shut off the music, and called out. Hey, anyone there? Are you okay? I didn't hear a response. I worried they were passed out somewhere, but I wasn't about to get out and look for them.
I know this is animation,
I
but
told
still.
myself
Like,
I'd
y'all
call
just,
out one last time,
goodness. Y'all just
and if I
be
didn't hear
looking
anything, I
for
would
trouble,
leave.
bruh.
And the moment there was reception, I'd call it in. And if I did hear someone, well, I'd figured out my next course of action then. So again, I shout out, "Hey, what happened?"
No. First of all, you shouldn't have stopped in the first fucking place. Once again, you keep going. You in snow, which means that there's no they could cover you up. The fuck, man?
Are you okay?
I'm not helping nobody.
There was silence for a beat, and then I heard rustling in the shadows of the trees, followed by a gruff voice saying, "Yeah." I was relieved at first, and was about to say something in response, or possibly even stop my car and get out, when I noticed three things nearly simultaneously. As I inched my way past the front of the sedan, I noticed that there was no damage to the hood anywhere else in the vehicle, which I found to be strange considering the blood on the inside of the door. In the rearview mirror, I caught a glance of someone coming out from behind the sedan, and they were making their way towards my car, fast.
Yeah, so if I
The
was you,
person
I
did
would
not
speed the
have
fuck
any
up on
blood
the
on them
gas.
or appeared injured in any way, wearing a mask. Not like a face mask from the pandemic or a ski mask or anything normal, but one of those masks you could see in the Purge movies, and they were holding something in their hand. I don't know what it was. I couldn't get a look, but from its length and shape, my guess was maybe a tire iron or a crowbar or something. I don't need to tell you that I slammed on the gas the moment I noticed those things and drove like a maniac out of there. My heart thundering in my chest and my entire body shaking. My window was still rolled down in my haste and the music was still shut off, so I could very clearly hear someone, definitely a man, shouting at me, though I had no clue what they were saying. I just knew I had to get out of there immediately. I stole one last look in my rearview mirror as I drove away, mostly to see if they were getting in their sedan to follow chase or if they had stopped. The man with the weapon was still standing in the middle of the road watching me, and right before I looked away from the mirror, I saw a second man also wearing one of those creepy masks and no trace of blood on him. I probably broke every law for speeding that night, but I wanted to get as far away from those men as possible. As soon as I made it to the roundabout, I turned towards town, parked in the Walmart parking lot that thankfully still had cars from who I assumed were workers closing up shop, and proceeded to have a full-on meltdown. When I could pull myself together, I called one of my friends, T, who was a police officer, to tell him what happened and what I should do. He was concerned for me, and after asking if I was okay, where I was, did they follow me, etc., he told me since it was out of city limits, he couldn't do much on his end, but he could get in contact with the local police sheriff in that jurisdiction to take my statement and check it out. I agreed, thanked him, and while I waited for police to show up, I called my boyfriend. Through my hysterical sobs and panic, I managed to tell him what happened not even 10 or so minutes ago. He was, as you can imagine, super freaked out for my safety and wanted me to either come home immediately or drive down himself to take me home. I told him the police were on their way to take my statement, so I couldn't leave and that I was okay. but I stayed on the phone with him until I saw the familiar police cruisers pulling into the lot. I gave the police my statement, and they assured me that they would go back to the spot I told them that the sedan had been to take a look, and they would try to catch the guys who did it. Though with no cameras and no description of the men, I wasn't sure what they'd be able to do. I didn't even get the license plate number, though at the time of my panic, the thought never came to mind until the police were asking if I got it. All they had to go off of was a dark-colored sedan and two guys with masks. After I gave my statement, I went home and stayed curled up close to my boyfriend the whole night, listening to every sound the house made in fear that it would be those guys arriving any minute to finish whatever it was they started. Since the incident, I haven't heard back from the police about whether or not they had any leads, and I'm not sure if they ever will. I'm just thankful I'm still here and that I didn't stop my car or get out. I'm not sure what would have become of me if I had. I still had so many questions
A
that
stump of
have no
a present
answers.
under a tree,
What are
random
they
in the
doing?
woods.
Why? Was that blood on the inside of the car, or just a ruse to get more attention? If it was really blood, did they hurt someone else? What would have happened to me if I had stopped my car? Needless to say, I won't be going on any more late-night drives to anywhere, and I hope I never cross paths with those freaks again.
Our official merch store is finally here. If you want to support more of our channel, check out our merch shop.
Yeah, that was good. No, I'm sorry. That last one, I was like, say, you don't help no fucking body. You know how many people you see here all the time with their hazard lights on? They can have their kids outside. I'm not stopping. I'm gonna call somebody. I'm not stopping to fucking help y'all because I don't know what the fuck y'all on. That's just what it is. I trust no one. Okay, unless I know you, I trust no one. Fuck that. What else? The first story, yeah, that was a broad he slept with, and she got revenge on his ass and took his fucking car. That's just what it is. The second one, he would have. Let me see. How can I use this as a Mr. and Mrs. Smith when Angelina and Brad was fighting, and when she got the drop on him. That's what would have happened the moment his ass would have came in the house. But yeah, these are some good stories. So I appreciate Michaela for requesting this video and recommending it. That was good. They're driving this. I'm about to help you, man. I'm not trying to help nobody. No, I can help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like it's one thing. You know, no. I don't share because I don't be knowing what people on nowadays. Everybody be on some bullshit. I ain't helping you. Like, nah. Can I give you a I don't know what you own. I don't know who that could be like my sister. Oh, me and my friend. I know. I don't even trust my sister. So I know, damn well I ain't trusting none of her friends in my car. But anyway, that's just what it is. So again, shouts out to Michaela for requesting this video. I really did enjoy it, actually, believe it or not. I really enjoyed it. It was a little, it wasn't, to me, it wasn't just like scary. I'm just like, like, just what I think of the situation and what I would do. But at the same time, I can't say what I would do because I'm not in I haven't been in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So, because it would be a whole different scenario, but no. But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. You like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that way you know when I upload a video. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me for so long. I really appreciate the support and the love. But we going to the top, y'all. We on the road to 5K. So anyway, I'll see y'all for the next video. And I love y'all. Later.
3, 2,